Hello, welcome to PaulyKnits. Today is April 2nd on Monday, and yesterday was Easter. I'm PaulyKnits. My real name is Paul. My YouTube is PaulyKnits, and on Ravelry I'm Polly81, and the group is PaulyKnits on Ravelry. The Etsy shop is PaulyKnits, capital P and capital K, one word. Yeah. Knitting-poly.blogspot.com is the blog if you want to check that out. Cool. Hit thumbs up if you could. um, so this Easter, I've never really been, like, my family was not a religious family, or at least my part wasn't. And what we always did was we did lots of candy and eggs and dyeing, and it was just about being together. My stepmom always hid stuff out in the yard and made us go find it. We had to work for it, but so lately what I've been doing on Easter is dyeing yarn. I use some food coloring. I don't have the yarn with me on the show today because it's still sopping wet in the other room, but I did use some techniques out of this book, and I'll show you guys the yarn. I will show you the yarn next episode. But there's some techniques in here that I found and I wanted to try and use. And I think I did a good job. Oh, here it is. I wanted to show you this picture because this is what I did. Let me see. See that, right? How they tied it up like that? It's like resist dyeing. And so I have some yarn that turned out pretty cool for that. So stay tuned. And I have show notes written, but very little. I kind of stopped. I recorded this episode on my phone, my new phone, and then I tried uploading it to YouTube, and YouTube said no, so forget it, and I'm back at my computer. I can't stand that. Okay. It said that YouTube's only going to take videos that are 15 minutes long. And mine was 20. So I'll just start over. Forget it. These are my birthday socks, finished objects. This is Nitty and Color in the Night Fury colorway. So they have the 2-inch cuff plus the leg equals 8 inches. Heel flap and gusset, which I've gone back to and I'm enjoying it. These are size 11. And then the toe is Kate Atherley's rounded toe from her basic rib socks. Weiss Hilda. So those are finished. I have not worn them yet. And those are knit on zeros, US 0. I'm sorry I'm not telling the millimeter. I know that millimeter does matter. Okay. So US 0 is a 2.00 millimeter. And I also finished my virus shawl, which I did show on the last episode, but it wasn't, the ends weren't in. And it's still not blocked. But it sure came out big. The yarn is Encore Color Spun. I'd use it for another project, and so I had tons of little balls of it, and I just used them all up. So it looks cool. It's on a F hook, and I'm gonna gift it to Mike's mother. She likes these kind of gray and blue colors, and I think she's really gonna like it. I'd like to start another one. This is my first time doing the virus shawl, and it was fun, and it wasn't that hard. People are asking where you get the pattern from, and I didn't follow a pattern. I followed a video from Girly Bunches on YouTube. She explains it very well. although she is from the UK, so you have to adjust what you're doing if you're American. Their stitches are called, their stitches are not the same as ours. Their double crochets are single crochet, and their treble crochets are double crochet. So that's interesting. Um, so those are my two finished. And let's see here. Works in progress. I started a hat in the box office colorway of Leading Men Fiber Arts. And the pattern I saw on Dramatic Knits podcast. So it's a garter stitch brim, which I'm not very fast at because it's a one round knit, one round purl, one round knit, one round purl. And if you were doing it flat, garter stitches just knit every row. So this hat has a unique way that it closes the crown, and that's why I wanted to try it. It has some Kitchener-ing and stuff. It's not a free pattern, it's a paid for pattern, and this pattern was gifted to me by a lovely friend. And yeah, so these are knit on the US 7. The yarn colorway is industrial. I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of having just some slow knitting when I feel like knitting. I don't know, I just haven't been really, I haven't been knitting as much as I usually do. I didn't even tell you guys what's going on. I went straight from the intro to the knitting, which is fine. I can talk about myself after I talk about the yarn. So the second thing I'm working on is a crochet pattern. This is a rectangle granny. So I'm just adding worsted acrylic or Aran acrylic yarn. So far, the middle is, I love this yarn, and this blue is the Red Heart with Love. So I'm just using up acrylic, and I'm going to get an awesome blanket out of it. It's nice yarn, actually. Feels soft. Feels nice. I'm using a F hook on this because I tried to make the little holes to be closer together. And that's coming from YouTube, the Crochet Crowd. It's pretty simple, so there's a nice way to use up yarn, fast way to use up yarn too. My intention was to use the yarn that you see right here. Those are the sprinkle cakes. And then right there, I have some other Karen cakes, and I'm going to do a big blanket out of that too. So, my next work in progress, I'm using Felici from Knit Picks on size 0s, 2.00 millimeter. And I had these up in the Etsy shop, and I did not put them in the Etsy shop yet. My sister sent me a message and said, don't put those up there, I want to have those for me. So, that's nice to have support from your family who loves your knitting and what you do. And so, here's the tag, Saltwater Taffy. This is Saltwater Taffy. By the way, my sister loves saltwater taffy. So I've got this. I'm ready to do the heel on this one. I cast on the second one, and then I couldn't find the other set of needles I have, and so I'm just gonna finish this one, and then I'll start the second. So I'm planning to put socks in the Etsy shop. So a lot of non-knitter friends who are on Facebook, they like my socks, so I'm trying to list their sizes, which most all the women are all size 9 feet of the people that I know. So, and then I was trying to tell people I would do custom orders, meaning they could tell me what their foot size is, and I would finish their sock. Okay, what else am I working on? Is that everything? It's hard because I already recorded this. Um, okay, so I talked about the yarn. I don't have any incoming yarn. I have not been purchasing yarn. I don't need to right now. And let's see. The Etsy shop, PaulyKnits, capital P, capital K, one word. Um, I have some things up there. I've got some stitch markers with gold instead of silver, and those are like pearl, nice pearl, elegant. And then I've got some turtles with some orange crystals up there. I I have skulls up there too, and I have more skulls ready to go in the shop. And got a couple pairs of socks in there and a scarf. I'm not pretty like I'm trying to put projects and stitch markers and some sewing things in there, but I'm just not fast enough. So that's that. I'm just doing the Etsy shop very slowly and just you know, I don't want to I don't want to try to make myself crazy. So, but that is fun. And so what I've been doing, what I've been up to, the last episode was my birthday, and Mike took me out to a nice restaurant, a new restaurant here in town called Campground, and that's a nice place. I mean, they have some really good food. And then Saturday, which was the day before yesterday, um, our family came and stayed. It's Mike's brother's family. Their son is at our local university here, and now it's time for the daughter to find a school. So they came and they did a tour of Humboldt State University, and now they're headed up the coast of Oregon. So that was fun. We went to a brewery and had dinner and some beer and wine, and it took over an hour for the food to come because no one told us that there was a huge group of people that just went, they were cooking for. So we waited and waited and waited, and they were all starving. And when the food came out, I didn't have anything. They did not even make my food at all. So I just shared Mike's brother's food, and we shared a chicken sandwich. That was like, I hope they didn't pay for that. Um, so that was really nice. They had their two dogs with them, and Coco loves them. They're so cute. Truman and Chico. Um, I call them Coco's cousins. And then Sunday, yesterday, we took my little nephews out to breakfast with their dad at the local Grange. It supports the local Grange. And while I was eating my breakfast, excuse me, when I was eating my breakfast, you could look around the whole room and it's all lined with quilts. And they had this one quilt that was all applique teapots all over it. That was so beautiful. That took a lot of work. Um, and so also on Easter, there's a local business who was hiding glass blown eggs all over the county. And so Mike was out hunting for those and I wasn't. Um, and then I dyed yarn for Easter, and I did ask Mike for an Easter basket filled with yarn, but he just thinks that's so stupid. He's not into buying me yarn and stuff. He's not into yeah, he said Easter's for children, not adults. So whatever. As far as Easter basket goes. And then on TV, I've been watching. There's Trading Spaces is new, so I'm so excited that's coming up because that was one of my favorite shows all the time. And I'm sitting there watching it, and Mike is telling me, "Why are you watching this stupid show? I mean, you're watching people paint. How boring!" And it's like, I love this show. I love all these home shows. Um, but it's ridiculous. You're right. And I've also been watching American Idol, which has been fantastic. I love Katy Perry. I didn't know who the country guy, I still don't know who the country guy is really, but Lionel Richie and Katy Perry are both fantastic. Um, it's Hollywood week, so it's really fun to watch. And um, I just hope that Hollywood week doesn't get these really good singers down because I want them to go through. Uh, And then the other thing I've been watching is Breaking Bad. I've never seen it, so I'm watching that. I think I'm still on season one, and that show is really crazy. I wouldn't recommend it for just anybody because it's pretty harsh. They've got some bad things happening on that show, so yeah, I like it, but so that's what's been going on here. I have not had any new yarn come in. The Mary Maxim order, I didn't cancel it. I told you guys I was going to and I never did. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'll think about it. I keep thinking, like, what if the next shipment's a good one and then I canceled it? So, so I'm just sitting here using up all the yarn in here and fiber. I've got spinning on my spinning wheel still going, but I'm not buying any more fiber ever. Well, ever. I'm gonna spin what I have here because I have a basket with fiber in it, and then I have a cubby with fiber in it, and I always said, like, I am not allowed to have more fiber than will fit in this basket. And that's a huge basket, so I'm gonna try to use up all this fiber. And, so maybe I'll do some chunky spins and stuff, and I'd really like to clear all my fiber out. And when I want to spin a project, I'd like to order my fiber at the time of that project. I don't need all this stuff hanging around. And fiber, I feel like, what happens to it once it sits around a lot? Because you can get it felted. Critters can find an interest to the scent. Um, and this has all been washed and prepared by people. I buy my fiber already dyed most of the time and already prepared. Uh, I have no interest in processing anything. I have no interest in spinning from the, what do you call it? Spinning in the grease. I'm not interested in that, and I don't want to muck up my beautiful wheel. Um, I my Susie, Modricraft Susie, is a travel wheel, but I don't want to take her out of my house. Um, and yeah, so spinning's going good. I'm doing a little bit every day, and that's good there. And coming up, oh, you know what? I didn't tell you. Okay, the sports. You guys know I'm knitting the sports from Stephen West. That did not get any work, and neither did Toothy Joe. So I'll just tell you that. Um, and now I lost my train of thought again. Okay. Um, so I have a idea of I'd like to crochet a dishcloth. I've only ever knit dishcloths, and I found this pattern that looks pretty cool, and it comes in two sizes, and I'm gonna try it. In fact, let me see if it's still up here. I could tell you the name of that. It is Just Right and Big Time. So those are the two washcloths, and they're from Deborah Ellis. And oops, I'm gonna try to crochet it. Not try. I'm going to crochet a dishcloth, and I want to see the difference between a knit dishcloth and a crochet dishcloth and see which one I like more. I have a lot of cotton stash too, which I'm doing the same thing I'm doing with my fiber. I will not buy cotton ever again. I'm going to knit my cotton stash into dishcloths, and that's it. I don't want to have a collection of it. Um, I have a collection of it right now, and it's like I'm not gonna be able to knit and crochet through it that fast, I don't think. But like as far as saving little odds and ends of cotton, I just don't think I'm going to because I don't really care for the way the mixed uh colorways look on the dishcloth. It's nice to have around my house to work in the kitchen and stuff, but I like them to be nice and pretty. I use one under my hand pump in my bathroom. I set it there so soap doesn't go everywhere, and you know, you can have them out for guests. You can have them everywhere. You can, if you haven't used a dishcloth, a hand knit or crochet dishcloth yet, you might want to give it a shot. They get better with time too. So, and I really think that's about everything I'm doing this week. I'm trying to think, like, did I show you everything? Because last week I forgot to share something. Um, I could actually look because I think I wrote that over on Ravelry. Let me see here. Oops. Um, Sorry for looking online while I'm recording, but here we go. I'm in the group. It says I totally forgot to talk about my birthday socks last week, so I just shared them with you. So there they are. I showed them. So everyone, please have a wonderful beginning of spring. I hope that your snow melts and you don't get allergies. And I hope that everybody is feeling great. I hope the best for all of you. I hope you all enjoyed your Easter. Um, I hope you all get warmth and joy and enjoy your knitting, enjoy your tea, enjoy your crochet, just enjoy it all. And I'll try to be back in 1 to 2 weeks. It just depends on how much stuff I can finish. And it just, yeah, if I feel like recording next Friday, I will. And if I don't, I won't. Okay, well, have a great rest of your week.